Every empire eventually reaches a moment when war stops being a strategy and simply becomes a business model. A moment when armies stop fighting to win and start fighting to spend. Today, the United States spends more on its military than the next 10 nations combined, more than China, Russia, and most of America's allies put together. Presidents change, enemies evolve, wars start and ends, and then quietly begin again. But the one thing that never stops, the thing that can't be questioned, is the military machine behind it all. A machine that now decides budgets, influences elections, shapes foreign policy, and defines America's role in the world, not through democracy, but through economics. This isn't about patriotism. It's not about supporting the troops. It's about understanding a system where peace isn't profitable and war has become permanent. Welcome to the story of how the American war machine became untouchable. The American war machine didn't start as a conspiracy. It began as a necessity. World War II industrialized conflict at a scale humanity had never seen. To defeat fascism, America mobilized its economy. Millions of workers, thousands of factories, steel, oil, chemicals, universities, and banks, all united for a single purpose: win the war at all costs. And it worked. But victory created a new dilemma. What do you do with the largest military-industrial network the world has ever seen? Most nations demobilize after war, but America faced a new enemy, the Soviet Union, and chose a different path. Instead of scaling down, it scaled up. Instead of demilitarizing industry, it professionalized it. Instead of peace, it prepared for perpetual threat. What began as a wartime emergency had evolved into a permanent economy. A military that never fully came home, a budget that never stopped growing, an industry that never stopped producing, and a vision of global leadership built not on diplomacy but on dominance. America did not create a war machine by accident. It engineered one as a pillar of global power, and then discovered something intoxicating. War is profitable. Peace is not. In 1961, the outgoing American President Dwight Eisenhower, a retired five-star general, issued a warning that history would gloss over until today.
Councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.
He wasn't warning about the Pentagon. He was warning about the business behind it. Defense contractors, lobbyists, weapons manufacturers, research labs, private intelligence firms. A web of power that feeds on fear, competition, and the promise of endless conflict. He feared a country where the defense industry would grow so influential that no president, no senator, no citizen could restrain it. And here we are. Think about modern American wars. From Vietnam, Iraq, to Afghanistan, all of which cost trillions when adjusted for inflation. They lasted for so long, not because they couldn't be won, but because ending them wasn't profitable. Every year of conflict meant more contracts, more spending, and more political protection. Peace has no lobbyists, but war does. Thousands of them. And every conflict justified another one. Communism, terrorism, rogue states, cyber threats, Islamist extremism, and now, China. The enemy list changes, but the budget never does. This is not a military structure. It's a perpetual motion machine, a national security ecosystem that requires threat to survive. To understand why the war machine is untouchable, you must understand the revolving door. Generals don't retire, they transition. Defense executives don't leave, they rotate. Politicians don't enter office alone. They bring defense lobbyists with them and return to them when they leave. Top military officials become board members at weapons corporations. Defense lobbyists become staffers writing policy. Think tank analysts appear on television as independent experts, while being funded by defense budgets. You don't need a conspiracy when you have a career ladder. The incentives are simple: win a war, you get a medal. Keep a war going, you get a board seat, a consulting contract, a speaking deal, a lifetime of dividends. This is not corruption, it's legalized influence. And it works. Why does Congress approve every defense budget, even when the Pentagon says it doesn't need it? Because the war machine does something brilliant. It spreads production across almost every U.S. state. Missiles made in one, guidance systems in another, and military bases everywhere. That means defense spending equals jobs, and jobs equal votes. Question the defense budget, and you're not patriotic. You're anti-jobs. No senator can oppose it, no president can cut it, no media outlet funded by defense ads will challenge it, no think tank backed by defense donors will argue against it. The war machine created a political force field, and inside it, the budget only moves in the upward direction. Empires need threats, and America has perfected the art of manufacturing them. During peace, fear fades. Without fear, spending slows. And without spending, the machine starves. So the narrative must stay alive. Russia is rising, China is preparing, terrorism is resurging, Iran is plotting, North Korea is threatening. There must always be a looming danger, even if that danger is exaggerated, even if diplomacy is possible, even if war isn't the answer. Fear funds budgets. Threat funds contracts. Complexity creates justification. Peace is admirable, but fear is profitable. The modern war machine doesn't just build tanks and bombs. It builds software, satellites, AI surveillance, cyber defense systems, autonomous weapons, intelligence networks, space command. The battlefield expanded to cyberspace, outer space, urban streets, deserts, oceans, and now your phone. And every expansion opens a new market. This is not just the Department of Defense, it is the Department of Permanent Demand. $1 trillion ecosystem with shareholders, profits, and quarterly expectations. War is no longer a national strategy. It is a business cycle, and business must continue. There is one tool the war machine uses more than missiles and lobbyists: patriotism. To question the war machine is to risk being labeled un-American, anti-troop, pro-enemy. Critique the system, and you aren't challenging corporate influence. You're not supporting the troops. It is the perfect shield. Meanwhile, the troops themselves are often the first victims of the system that claims to protect them. Underfunded healthcare, PTSD epidemics, broken benefits systems, suicide rates higher than battlefield deaths, veterans sleeping on streets, in the nation they fought for. If the war machine truly existed to support the troops, then why are so many forgotten? Because the machine protects profits, not soldiers. The troops are heroes. The system that uses them, that's something else. Republican or Democrat, peace candidate or war candidate, it doesn't matter, because defense spending rises under every president. Foreign bases increase. Arms sales grow. Conflicts shift but never concluded. Not because presidents are puppets, but because the system is designed so that any president who tries to change it faces enormous backlash. When policy becomes structure, structure becomes destiny. So here we are, the wealthiest military apparatus in human history. A system that doesn't depend on war, but prepares for it as a baseline. A country where peace is temporary, conflict is expected, and budgets are automatic. Not because Americans want endless war, but because too many powerful people profit from preparing for one. The war machine cannot be challenged because it has woven itself into the economy, media, political system, job market, security infrastructure, and national identity. It is not hidden. It is not secret. It is normalized. Empires rarely fall to enemies. They fall to their own incentives. When war becomes business, when budgets outrun strategy, when fear becomes currency, a nation forgets what strength really is. True power is not dominance. True security is not spending. True patriotism is not silence. It is asking the question a trillion-dollar system fears most. Who does endless war really serve? Because if America does not confront the economics of conflict, the politics of fear, and the industry built on insecurity, then history will not remember it as the defender of peace, but as the empire that mistook dollars for destiny and destroyed its future to finance its fears. The war machine did not become untouchable overnight, and one day, like all machines built on momentum, profit, and power, it will face a moment of reckoning. The question is not if. The question is who will pay the price when it happens. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. Let us know your opinion in the comment section and make sure to like this video and subscribe to Unscripted Minds to enjoy more explainer videos like this.